well, welcome to another episode of the Kyle Nicks bang 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 dang 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 bang 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 show. I'm Cowboy Nick, and welcome here. Unfortunately, Kyle Lodi is not here right now. He went out partying last night with his girlfriend, with his big fat black girlfriend. Her name is her. And I'm just telling you this right now. I don't know why he went. He started dating this girl, but dating a girl whose name is her name is Shante Bam Boom Bade Boom Gay Get a Gun Dang Dang Get a Han Sanyat Ya Bala Boom Boom. I don't know why he started dating a girl like that, but he had a long night. Him and her had a long night. So, and I think he said he's gonna go buy himself a semi-truck, and he's going to start driving around in it so him and his girlfriend can go on more dates. But anyway, in other news, I have my picks for last night's games between the Nets and the Miami Heat. That game was real close last night, and I'm just telling you this because it's true. That game was really close last night. Like, I'm telling you right now, if it was any closer, you would have need yourself a shot of beer and some whiskey, or a nice size thing of I can't even tell you. I can't even think right now. A nice thing of like spaghetti and meatballs or something to keep you awake, because that game was so close. And plus the Miami Heat were home, but and all things like that. But the Miami Heat did pull it off with a 96-94 win. But the thing is, I'm telling all you fans this, who are Brooklyn Nets fans and all that stuff, I'm telling you right now that Miami Heat could have lost that game because of the fact that the Nets, all they needed was a three. If the Nets got a 3-pointer, they would have won. This game would have went the other way, and the Nets would have pulled off a victory. And everyone would have been like, oh my God, the Nets pulled it off. The Nets beat powerhouse team, the Miami Heat. But that's how it went. And if you look at the game last night, we had, as usual, the top players in the team on points would be James. Rebounds, LeBron James getting 29 points for the team and getting 8 rebounds for the team. Not 8, but 9 rebounds for the team. And Chalmers getting 7 assists for the Miami Heat as well. And then you got the Nets coming over with the Nets with Johnson getting 34 points, Greenett getting 8 rebounds, and Williams with 4 assists. So that game was like, it was like watching it. I was like, do it again. And I wanted Brooklyn to win. Why? Because I'm just saying, if Brooklyn got a win, that would have been something else for them too, because the two teams that New York has are not to be powerhouse teams. They have the Knicks, and then you got the Brooklyn Nets. So you got two teams that aren't powerhouse teams, and so New York's basketball scene ain't that good. So fan base is pretty low, and that would have been good for their fan base and making it grow, and more people are like, oh yeah, this team beat a powerhouse team like the Heat. Well, let me tell you this, Miami is a powerhouse. Are they the powerhouse? No. The biggest powerhouse that we have, the big powerhouse teams in the league, I'm just telling you, besides you got the top teams in the league that are my top teams. You can make your comments on who you think the top teams are in the league, but at number 1, at number 2, it's going to go at number 3. It's going to go to the Clippers, of course. Has to go to the LA Clippers, who share a basketball court with the Lakers. And then you've got at number 2, you've got the San Antonio Spurs, who go out and just every night when they play, just domination. I'll tell you this right now, the San Antonio Spurs are like the basketball version of the Black Plague from way back when. They go into something, they sweep through it and just keep going. Because like what they did last night, they were home and everything in San Antonio last night, beating out the Trail Blazers with just a beautiful game of 104-82. And the Trail Blazers have a pretty good season with a 54-28 record and a 23-18 away record. So that's overall record. They're 54-28, but their away record 23-18. And then you got the San Antonio Spurs, who have a 32-9 home record, which is not bad. They've only lost 9 games at home, which is like I said, they deserve that powerhouse. One of the powerhouse teams in the league. And then you got the 62 to overall record of 62-20. So that tells you something right there. And then if you look at last night, the Trailblazers and the Spurs had a pretty good night. It was tied. It was pretty good. It was tied. So 22 and 20. I don't know how they consider that tied for the Trailblazers and Drillage only getting 21 points, but the Spurs had 22 points. Then you got Green for the Spurs getting 9 assists, 9 rebounds, and then Splitter with a 7 assist record. And you got for the Trailblazers, you got Batum and Lillard with 12. Battard with 12 rebounds and Lillard with 10 assists, and the Spurs leading the series 4-1. So that tells you something with that. And those were last night's games, which were great. And then tonight's games, we have the Pacers and the Wizards. Now, I know the Pacers are good, are another team that people would say, oh, what about them? They're a powerhouse, aren't they? You could think that, but I'm just telling you right now that they're a team that is just they are dangerous and all that stuff as well. But they're not like the Clippers, or the number 1 spot of powerhouse team goes to Oklahoma, of course. Why? Because you just look at Oklahoma and they are dangerous. They are crazy. They're a new team, and they are, from when they were first brought into the league to now, they are the team to beat. But for back in the Pacers and the Wizards game, the Wizards the Wizards are at home. They're going to be in Washington tonight against the Pacers. Now, the thing is with the Pacers, to beat the Pacers, a team that wants to beat the Pacers, you got to stop them from scoring, and you got to stop them from getting those rebounds. You do those 2 things, and you might have a chance at winning. What the Wizards for the Wizards for what they need to do to help themselves is they need to go out and just try to get the threes. Maybe get a 2-pointer. Get those shots. Get those shots and avoid penalties and stuff like that. And you do that kind of stuff, and guess what? You're going to win these things. Now on the Thunder and the Clippers are at home in the Staples Center, so it's going to be a good thing. But I'm telling you right now that these teams are both very strong and very powerful, so it's going to be another one of them, just like the Brooklyn-Miami game was. It's going to be another one of them close games, and the score is going to be pretty good. But I still say that in this game, I think it's going to be the Thunder with a 110 over the Clippers, to the Clippers 80, a score of 88. So those are what I have to say. I'm Cowboy Nick. Thank you for joining us today, and may your days be all good. And may these things be good for you today. And remember, find yourself that love you want in any way.